Hello, everyone. It's Jessica Wilkinson, your Young Adult Services Librarian. And for this week's Teen Book Talk, I'm going to talk about some of the adventure books that we have in the teen space. So let's get started. The first book is Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. Magic doesn't exist in the broken city of Lacosa anymore, especially for girls like 16-year-old Coffee. Indentured to the notorious Night Zoo, she cares for its fearsome and magical creatures to pay off her family's debts and secure their eventual freedom. But the night her loved one's own safety is threatened by the zoo's cruel master, Coffee unleashes a power she doesn't fully understand, and the consequences are dire. As the second son of a decorated hero, Ekon is all but destined to become a son of the Six, an elite warrior, and uphold a family legacy. But on the night of his final rite of passage, a fire upends his plans. In its midst, Ekon not only encounters the Shitani, a vicious monster that has plagued the city and his nightmares for nearly a century, but a curious girl who seems to have the power to ward off the beast. Coffee's power ultimately saves Ekon's life, but his choice to let her flee dooms his hopes of becoming a warrior. Desperate to redeem himself, Ekon vows to hunt the Shitani down and end its reign of terror, but he can't do it alone. Meanwhile, Coffee believes finding the Shitani and selling it for a profit could be the key to solving her own problems. Coffee and Ekon, each keeping their true motive secret from each other, form a tentative alliance and enter into the unknowns of the greater jungle, a world steeped in wild magic and untold dangers. The hunt begins, but it quickly becomes unclear whether they are the hunters or the hunted. The second book is Legend by Marie Lu. What once was the western United States is now home to the Republic, a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors. Born into an elite family is one of the Republic's wealthiest district, 15-year-old June is a prodigy being groomed for success in the Republic's highest military circles. Born into the slums, 15-year-old Day is the country's most wanted criminal. But his motives may not be as malicious as they seem. From very different worlds, June and Day have no reason to cross paths until the day June's brother Mateus is murdered and Day becomes the prime suspect. Caught in the ultimate game of cat and mouse, Day is in a race for his family's survival, while June seeks to avenge Mateus's death. But in a shocking turn of events, the two uncover the truth of what has really brought them together, and the sinister lengths their country will go to keep its secrets. The last book I'm going to talk about today is The Magician by Michael Scott. After fleeing Ojai, Nicholas, Sophie, Josh, and Scotty emerge in Paris, the city of lights. Home for Nicholas Flamel, only this homecoming is anything but sweet. Perenelle is still locked up back in Alcatraz, and Paris is teeming with enemies. Niccolo Machiavelli, immortal author and celebrated art collector, is working for D. He's after them, and time is running out for Nicholas and Perenelle. For every day spent without the Book of Abraham, the mage, they age 1 year, their magic becoming weaker and their bodies more frail. For Flamel, the prophecy is becoming more and more clear. It's time for Sophie to learn the second elemental magic, fire magic, and there's only one man who can teach it to her, Flamel's old student, the Comte de Saint-Germain alchemist, magician, and rock star. Josh and Sophie Newman are the world's only hope, if they don't turn on each other first. These are just 3 of the great adventure books that can be found in the teen space, so be sure to come on in and check them out.